Guys, welcome back. It is very hot here today and it is only 25 degrees, but it feels like a storm must be coming in because it feels very humid. We're living in Western Australia in the wheat belt if you're new here. We've just moved back from Canada. They're living there for 2.5 years and now we're back on the family farm and we've moved into the cottage that we used to live in back in 2015. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a little tour of this veggie garden behind us. I cannot take credit for it. It is something that my dad has put together while we were living in Canada. And now he's moved out of the cottage so we can move in, which is very generous of him. And I'm now maintaining this, which is going to be a bit of a learning circle. I have had veggie gardens in the past. As you can see, the flies are getting bad. Some of you are asking me about the pesky flies that I always talked about in Canada, about what I did not like about Australia. And well, summer's coming soon and it's getting very hot. Spring's begun and the flies are out. Very bad blowflies. You can Google what they are because they're revolting. Like I said before, I can't take credit for this veggie garden. Dad put it all together when we were away. I have looked after and built our own veggie gardens in the past, but I just never really had much luck. But to be honest, I never really dedicated the time to do the veggie gardens back then. You know, I had small children that were babies and toddlers, and this will be the first time I'm putting together the veggie garden myself. Some of the stuff behind us needs to be ripped out and replanted, but yeah, I'll jump in and show you that in a sec. Connor's currently finally putting the chicken coop together, or drilling the posts into the ground, so I will jump across to that after I've given you guys a veggie garden tour. So for those of you that are new here, we live in a 1856, probably older cottage. It's heritage listed, so it does date back to 1856. And it is really stunning. The inside looks very different. I need to show you guys a tour of the cottage and it will come, I promise. Over here we have our veggie garden. It has a shade cloth over the top just because of the harsh summers we do get. I'm very new to figuring out, you know, which plants grow in which seasons, etc. So bear with me. I'm sure you guys can post some of your advice below, but I'm going to show you what has been growing in here and what is currently dead and needs to be ripped out. So Dad has used these rainwater tanks. They've been chopped in half, which is really good for obviously reusing and recycling. He has put together the shade cloth with the pine posts. He has purposely painted them green to match the house. The chicken coop we're making over here will also be painted green, and his shed is also painted green, so everything he has sort of matches. Then he's used straw inside the garden beds and a whole heap of soil, obviously. So this is the first veggie garden. This one's the one that's doing the best. It's because we have got sunlight actually coming in through here, just the perfect amount. If it had sunlight all year round in here, it would struggle just because of the heat we do have in Australia. But this side seems to be growing a lot better. Meanwhile, I'm saying that, Maggie's ripping up a plant over there. Maggie! Wait! Maggie is our 16-week-old pup. So she's still got a bit of training to do in her. So next fall, I should say autumn, and winter, we'll probably open up these, roll them up, like cut them and roll them up and make them so then we can bring them down and up. But for summer, we're going to keep them how they are because, like I said, it is very hot. In this garden, we've got some cabbage growing. This one's ready to be picked now. I probably should have done it a couple of days ago, but I really wanted to show you guys it in full bloom. Over here we've got beetroot, and now Dad and I came through here the other day and tried to figure out what he had planted. I wasn't too sure. These ones are beetroot. Okay, so we got cabbage here, and then there's another one coming up here. We've got rosemary here, and then some more cabbage growing, some more rosemary, beetroot. This one in the middle here is just a flower. And then we've got some celery. This lot here is celery, but it's just gone to shit, really. We're still going to use it and probably juice it, but it's just not worked. And I think Dad may have planted it at the wrong time of the year. I really need to look into it a bit more. And then we have snow peas growing up here. We ate some the other day and they were really delicious, as well as a broccoli I had the other day, which was probably the best broccoli I've ever had. We make sure that we keep everything organic, and we need to do a bit more research into using things like garlic and water and mixing alternative things into spray bottles to keep out pests, because one of the containers down here that you'll see soon is yeah, all eaten apart, but we'll go through that down there. Oh, it's really hot here. Hey Connor, you're dying. Connor's going over to the shed now to get some 2-stroke petrol, mixing it together to do the post hole digger. But yeah, what I was saying before is I really want to start learning about the right times to put veggies in, and also figure out the plants that complement each other. Like, I know that tomatoes and basil can be planted together and it helps them grow, or it helps pollination, or I'm really honestly pretty much a beginner at this, so feel free to put all your comments below of all your tips and tricks. Connor looks a bit sad. He's putting off doing the chicken coop. He really is procrastinating. Over to the second one, we've got some broccoli growing here, which I'm really excited about. It's honestly my favorite thing to eat out of the veggie garden. This sad little capsicum, or a pepper you'd call it in Canada or the US, oh, I don't know, it keeps tricking me. It's soft today and then some days it goes harder, and I'm sort of just trying to keep it going. We'll see what happens. There were some beetroot in here. We pulled them out and nothing had grown, so we ripped them out and fed them to the goats in the last video you would have seen. This one's a broccoli trying to grow. There's just not much light. Look at the baby little broccoli. This one here is parsley. My dad works away on the mine, so he's not here frequently to water everything. We're actually quite surprised everything has grown the way it has with him not being here consistently. So now that I'm back from Canada, I'll be trying to get this to grow a little better for all of us. My dad will eat it too, as well as getting the chickens so we can eat the eggs. But yeah, just becoming a little bit more self-sufficient. But yeah, this one's, I don't know, not looking too good. We've got beetroot there. I guarantee there's nothing under that. The other ones had nothing. Then you go over here and we've got some broccoli actually growing, which is great. There's some more here, and then the rest we pulled out. It was lettuce and it was just too old. It already started flowering because no one got to it in time. A family friend of ours gave us this. Apparently it's worm juice or something like that. Like I said, I'm a beginner. Watch this space. In a year's time I'll be giving tips and tricks, but he made that at his house. It's worm wee. I don't know. What is it, Connor? What worm wee? Yeah, apparently it's worm wee. And you mix that to 10 lots of water and you spray it on your garden, and apparently it's really good. So we need to do that. This is the garden that I was saying is completely riddled with bugs. So we need to rip everything out here. I mean, our friend did say that we could use this stuff, I'll put it up on the screen, to restore it all, but it's just too far gone, I think. This one's a mint. This one's still okay. Nice mint leaves. I'll try and harvest some of those, but the rest is probably going to get ripped out. And we'll get rid of this straw because it's gone quite mouldy and disgusting, and start fresh in here. Oh, I'm dying from the heat. I've just got this on because I was wearing this long sleeve for the sun, but standing in the shade, I don't really need it. Oh. Hi.
Hello.
You look like doom and gloom over here. Hey, Maggie Moo.
Maggie.
So I went to Aldi the other day and I bought some seeds. Normally I buy organic seeds, but this time they're $1 something for some seeds. So I purchased those. I'm going to go to Bunnings and get a little greenhouse to seed them. Normally my dad goes straight to the nursery and buys the seedlings already seeded, but this is a little cheaper and it's just good for the kids to see the way things grow. We did it in our old house, didn't we, on our 40-acre little farm.
Yeah.
But the kids were quite little.
We tried it in Canada.
We tried it in Canada too,
Tried.
but tried. I'm pretty terrible. Like, I do try, but it just, yeah, it doesn't work out for me. So this time I'm going to try and commit to it and get certain veggies growing. We've always had luck with pumpkins, strawberries, cherry tomatoes and zucchini. But everything else
And
just...
potatoes.
No, potatoes never worked, did they?
Yeah.
He's Irish, he's supposed to know all about potatoes.
Well, they worked.
Potatoes. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna focus on that. I'll show you guys, I'll probably add that into this. I'll give you guys a bit of an update on the chicken coop, and then I'll add in on the end. He's laughing at the update because he's procrastinating.
Yeah.
I think I've used that word about 4,000 times in this video, but yeah, and then I'll show you guys the kids planting their seeds and what we've actually purchased. Connor has finally stopped procrastinating, and I'm not saying this in a bitchy way, but if you watched my previous 2 videos, he was procrastinating putting up these pine posts here for the chicken coop, and today he was vacuuming, and then he's put another attachment on and he was vacuuming the roof, getting cobwebs down, and I was like, Connor, you're procrastinating, get outside and let's do the pine post. I don't have the upper body strength to use the post hole digger, so I'm pretty useless with it, especially with if the ground was soft I could do it, but it's not. So that's why I'm relying on Connor's manpower. So he has started doing that today. He's got 2 holes posted, he's got 5 to go, and then we can start probably next week putting together the rest of the chicken coop. Hey guys, it's the next day, and I've just picked Tilly up from school, and she's wanting to pick some of the snow peas off the vine over here. Tilly, you saying hi? Tilly, we had a curry last night and ate some of these snow peas. They were delicious, but Tilly wants to try one straight off the vine rather than cooked.
Ready?
Yep, pull it.
Ooh.
You can pull it open if you want, see it.
And see inside?
Yep.
Sure.
Yep, Tilly is a little bit more of our fussier eater, which is fine. Takes her a while to try new
There are
things.
babies inside.
Little peas. You try one, eat one. I'll eat one.
Okay.
Want to try one, buddy? They're sweet. Honestly, they're sweet. Try it?
I only like cooked ones.
You just like cooked ones? Do you want to try it? Really? They're sweet. They're delicious.
I'd rather you eat them.
You can eat this too, you know. They're crunchy.
Ew, no.
Really?
Take this whole thing.
You gotta pull that string off here. You're not supposed to eat the string. Yummy.
Bet.
You don't like it?
It tastes good, but
Good girl for trying it.
No.
No, not a fan.
I just keep eating it. I like it.
You do?
I do.
Your smile's so cute with your teeth missing.
It.
Alright, let's pick these ones. Where are they? That one's not ready yet. It's too small, this one here. Let's let it grow a little more. Good for spiders.
Growing some flowers too.
There's one. You can sort of pick that one. It's a bit small, but pull that one. There you go. So that means we're going to have these for dinner, you know. Pull that one.
All the ones I picked.
Yep. What else? Is there any more? Oh, there's some up here. Grab this one.
I can't.
There's 2 there. No, don't pull them too. Don't pull them too abruptly.
That one.
Okay, because you'll break the vines. Ow!
Oh, sorry.
Stood on my feet, you little monkey.
Oh, there's one right there.
Oh, there's one there.
One right here.
One hanging there. Oh, one there. Yep.
Broccoli.
Oh, no, we're not getting the broccoli yet because it's too little. That one. All right, it's time to harvest this cauliflower. This one's grown really quick, so that'll be in probably another week.
It was like this small.
Yeah, like a week ago, and now it's that big, hey? So we need to harvest this one. I'm pretty sure that before I said cauliflower, but I meant cabbage. Chop it out. It's been, there's a lot of bugs on this.
I can see that. There's way too many. It's all those gray bugs. I don't know what you call them. If you know, tell us in the comments. Look at that sweet cabbage.
Ew, all the bugs are all over me. Alright, I've taken it out. I've ripped it straight out the root, but there's a lot of these bugs on here, so I'm going to have to cut these leaves off. I don't know if you guys can see them, but...
Yeah, I can show you.
Good. You go close up. Oh, not too close, honey. Go back a bit. Yeah, you're a good little videographer.
If you know, tell us in no comments.
Future YouTuber there, Tilly. But I'm sure we can take the first outer layers off. I'm hoping, yeah, inside looks good. Probably left it a little bit too late, didn't I? Cool. You can turn it off now, darling.
Bye.
Okay, we've pulled off the outer layers and we're still doing so. And then we're going to feed it to the goats. Alright, a bit of a wash and she'll be right. I have to make a stir fry or something with it. I need to get a cart. I used to have one back when we lived in Australia before, but I used to just chuck it in and wheel it in, and then I'd feed the chickens with it. But we don't have chickens yet. As you know, we're doing our chicken coop, so I'll have to just walk over to the goats like this for now. Or get a wheelbarrow. The joys of starting back up in another country again. Come on, girls! There's the sheep in there. There's some friend sheep, they're not ours. We'll see if they come over. What did Grandad say about the cabbage?
He said it's yummy to eat.
Oh, he said it's yummy to eat. You go and ride the cabbage back to the house for me?
Yeah.
Second lot. So these are a mate's sheep and cow, steer I should say. And they have some goats. And one of the goats just had a baby, but I haven't seen it yet. Oh, steer noticed. See if they come over. Since I'm dedicated to you guys seeing them eat the cabbage, I thought I'd come in here and entice them a bit more. Come on! That is my dad mooing. Oh, well, it's not coming, but I'm enjoying my dad's moves. So I'm about to go and water the garden like I do most nights, but my sister actually bought my dad this really cute pot and lemon tree for Father's Day. And since this is a gardening vlog, I thought I'd show you guys. Yeah, lemon tree in the middle and then some flowers. But I really like this pot, and I've just bought a whole bunch of seeds, which I know I said I'd show you guys, that we're gonna put into some seedling pots. But yeah, I thought I might buy a few of these for our flowers that we're going to seed. I just really like the look of them, and they look very country farmhouse. Alright, I need to water the garden. First I water the garden, and then we do the veggie garden. So I need to pull that out. I haven't bought any fittings for this yet, so I literally cover my finger over this to spray the plants. Like this. Just like this, very professional. We got Maggie over here. I'm trying to teach not to chase the water, but it's sort of that instinct she's got in her to chase it. She's sussing it out, you Mags. This tree here, I'll have to put the name of it up on the screen, but it smells like weed, like marijuana. It really does. Every now and then you walk past it and you're like, whew. Definitely has that sort of smell to it, but it's quite pretty. It looks a little bit like a lavender, but it's not. Alright, so turn that one off and connect it back up over here to the veggie garden because it's got a retic set up on it. You'll see them turn on in a minute. They start, the pressure builds up and then they get a lot wider. Spray on them. Pretty good, hey Mags? Good girl. So most of you will probably see I'm dragging a 3-metre lead behind her, and it's just a bit of starter cord I got from Bunnings. And we don't leave her alone with this. I mean, she could get caught up on something, but it's just an easy way while she's apart and she's learning to come to us. When she's running off and I say Maggie and she doesn't stop, I can stand on it and get her to sit and listen, and then when she comes over, then I take my foot off it and she can run off again, and it just teaches her to come over to me. Hey Maggie Moo. Oh, there's a bit of water on the lens here. It's not good. Yeah, so that's pretty much the end of the tour of the veggie garden. We've got the garden at the front here. There's a cute archway. All the rocks here, full of, we need to take some of these weeds out, but we've got all the plants all through here. Dad's planted a few roses at the front, which I absolutely love roses. They're probably my favourite. And yeah, my sister's plant that she bought my dad, so that's pretty much ended that tour. But then I'm going to end the video with a update with the chicken coop and us planting all of our seeds. Oh, I forgot to mention that I only leave this on for about 5 minutes, usually at sunset, 5:30, 6 o'clock, which is now, and then I switch it off. Maggie is definitely an outside dog. As soon as I say let's go inside, we walk to the front door and she starts grabbing the lead, begging me to stay out. You love it outside, don't you, darling? Like your mama. Alright guys, a little update on the chicken coop. I think it's a week. Yeah, last weekend I started filming it, and then this is an update. We sort of stuffed up. Well, I did say to Connor to get 3-metre posts, and he will say I didn't. He went and bought 2.4 metres, and by the time you put like about a third into the ground, it wouldn't have been tall enough to what I wanted. We could have made it work, but it wouldn't have been where I wanted it to be. So we went to town and grabbed 3-metre posts, and I went to town and got some chicken wire, which I'll insert a clip here of me going to Bunnings. Welcome to a day in the life of me heading off to Bunnings to pick up some supplies for our chicken coop that we're building. I grabbed this chicken wire, and then I had a little browse, saw this potting mix, and then I'm one of those people that goes to Bunnings and has to fight the urge to buy stuff, and here I was fighting the urge to buy some flowers. And my intrusive thoughts won. I then picked up some painting tape because I'm painting my son's bedroom this week. Loaded everything into my brand new truck. I'll have to share with you guys some photos and videos of that later on. I then drove off to Aldi in our local town and picked up a few supplies, grabbed my favourite biscuits at Coles. They're gluten-free, cost a fortune, and then headed home and decided to plant the flowers. I need to buy a fitting for my hose still. We're just moved back from Canada, so still need to buy supplies. Helped my son put his gloves on, moved the chicken coop wire. Here you can see the start of it. Oh, and then we heard like what sounded like an earthquake. We have no idea what the sound was, but all the wind picked up after that. Digging holes here in the wheat belt is just insane. It is really, really, really hard. It took probably an hour each hole. Then my dog Maggie was just interacting with the cute goats, and we overall had a really good day. So we're getting through the post-hole digging. Connor's done these ones behind me, which I've already got some footage on my phone, which I'll chuck on over the top. We've been having a bit of trouble with digging. Connor's struggling a bit, but I think at least it rained the other day, hey? Yeah. Otherwise it would have been a hell of a lot worse. We also just felt the earth move properly twice in like 4 seconds. I'm pretty sure it was an earthquake. I'll write on the screen whether or not it was, because I've been looking on the weather apps and nothing's coming up yet, but it only happened about 2 minutes ago. And then a big strong wind's sort of come through now. The birds are going crazy, so I think it was an earthquake. It was something crazy.
When we are old, I better go first, 'cause a second without you in this life would be the worst. But until then, I'll go where you go. I will follow your lead to the end of the earth. But when we are old, I better go first. Better go, I better go first. I better go first. I better go, I better go.
Okay Hey guys, it's the next day, still on the weekend. It's Sunday. Just been down to 2J Farmers Market and I'll insert a bit of footage of our time down there from my phone now. Come with me as we head to our local farmers market this morning. We live in a really beautiful town. As you can see, they like to do a lot of knitting in town. There is the Coca-Cola cafe. Oh, and we met my dad there. It's just a really cute little local farmers market that is only on once every month. So I've been looking forward to coming here since we moved back from Canada, back to Australia. My dad bought the kids a bacon roll. I went and got myself my favourite honey that I haven't had for 3 years. Then my dad snuck off and picked some flowers, which he probably shouldn't have, but they looked pretty. We had a coffee, we got ice cream for the kids, and then we walked down to the river, which is quite high this time of year. In summer it is completely dry. The kids then had a little run around. They were burning off their energy, and then Tilly decided to donate her flowers to the river. There's Connor's Mill. I went to a local shop and bought a little honey stick. Found this really weird cat sticker. They were everywhere, little cat tarot cards. The kids bought crystals with their pocket money, and then I went to another crystal shop, bought some sage to cleanse the cottage, tried on some clothes and ended up buying a few shirts. Went to the garden centre but it was closed. Connor decided to buy some cheap meat pies. Went home. Dad was grading with the tractor. Here's my little haul of the day. Tried to take videos of my shirts but it didn't really work, but I bought 3 of them. And yeah, there's some incense I burnt. And now we've got my dad helping us with the chicken coop. He's actually quite the manpower. So yeah, Dad's down here and I'll show you guys the progress we've made so far today. So yesterday we put in these 2, and last time you saw was these 2, and then my dad and Connor have put these 2 in. This first one here was a little harder to put in. No, this one here was a little harder to put in than this one because of the clay, but just depends on where you're drilling, whether or not it's got rock under or clay or a big tree stump. And this one's not so bad, is it, Connor? As he pants.
It's better.
But yeah, Dad's helping us out on his day off. We've also got little Oreo down here, getting used to being outside. She's only probably 4 months old actually. And we're just getting her used to taking the bottom of this crate out so she gets used to the soil on the ground. Just while we're out here. And I've put the kitty litter in just so she doesn't poo on any of the rails in there. So Dad and Connor are putting in this last post here, and then they're going to grab the tractor to put the soil in over the Are you putting the soil in over the chicken wire? Yeah. Yeah, so putting the chicken wire down, put the soil on top. You guys will see it in the time lapse, and then yeah, we can start with putting the wood around to secure the wire onto. Before I show you guys a bit of a time lapse of the tractor doing its work, I thought I'd show you this bush tucker here. Not that we eat it, but it's a widgety grub. We might move him before we put all the soil back on top.
Barbecue. What do you reckon, huh?
No, we are not eating it. You can.
Barbecue and rabbit for dinner.
No, absolutely not. So the indigenous people in Australia, Aboriginal people, used to, well, I'm sure there are still some out there that eat it, but...
Still do, yeah.
Yeah.
Supposed to taste like marshmallows. Try it out.
No, I'm not eating it. We're going to put him aside. Alright, here we go. Goodbye, little mate. Getting it level. Dad's safety boots on.
Yes.
His boats. Maggie, what are you doing? Alright, let's do this. am in tears laughing so much watching back at that footage. Poor Connor stood up and smacked his head and fell, and oh my god, I haven't cackled like that. I sound like a witch so much, and I sound so insensitive, and he's not laughing, but it was just so funny. Anyway, I actually asked him, could you go and grab the camera, and that's why he stood up like that. But I thought I'd show you what we're doing. Alright, so we dragged this out in an awkward way, but we're snipping down to this line here and dragging it underneath, so that way when we've got foxes, oh sorry, I'll explain that a little bit better. We're doing this for fox protection, for the chickens. Pull that down here, and then this will get dragged right down, and then the soil that we took out here will be covered over all this, and obviously we're going to do it the whole way around, so there'll be about ½ meter in the ground all the way around the perimeter. Sorry, it's very loud because my dad's on the tractor grading over there. Doing that along here. Oh, nearly fell again, Connor. Yeah, and then go around the whole way, and then we're going to use the tractor to fill it in, and then we'll put the remaining posts in. We've just not done that because we've obviously got to get the tractor in.
Sunday morning at the Calamar. Now dance with no discretion. Shake your shoes while our hips are measured, and jump while the feeling's amazing. Laser burn is made its way to the neon roads where I roam. Venice Beach, the one I've lately called home.
Alright, we're ready for the tractor to come in and bring all the dirt. Finally got all the chicken wire on.
Take the long way home if it meant I'd go walking by your door. Together we could see where the road will lead to the unknown. There is no end if you believe. Just take my hand and come with me.
Alright, we got a lot done today. The next step, which will not be for today, is to by hand move all of the soil over the chicken wire. So that'll be, I'll do a little bit during the week, but when Connor's got some time off next weekend, we'll chip into it a bit more. My dad just came over to me and he's gifted me this Leatherman. I'm trying to block the number plate so people don't see the number plate. Isn't that so nice? I was saying to him in town today that I lost mine. I don't know where it went. I brought it from Australia to Canada and then I lost it, and I wanted to get another one, and he just surprised me. Best dad. Alright, we're done for the day anyway. Next step is to cover it all by hand and then start the next posts. But we're stuffed, yeah?
Yeah.
Physically and emotionally.
Time for a drink, I think.
Yeah, Connor wants a rum. But yeah, I know I said in this video that I'd probably show you guys me planting my seeds, getting the seedlings started, but this video is going way too long. And I've actually ordered some little seedling greenhouses online, so I've got to wait probably 10 days for them to arrive. They were just a lot cheaper than buying them from Bunnings. So like usual guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and Let me know what you want to see in future videos. Bye!